Okay, we are moving on to December's round. I am going to paint the back white, so I want to make sure to get the scorching off the letters, around the letters. And then I also noticed that when I engraved this, it didn't engrave and come apart too clean, so I'm going to sand that off. Usually what I do is I just bend that forward and then run the sandpaper along the edge, and it cleans it off just perfect. So that little tip and trick there. I am going to paint these two in the background dark Hauser green. And I'm going to paint this one light Hauser green. So to clean up the scorching marks on here, as I've showed you before, you can use a baby wipe and just wipe it off. It comes off pretty good. Or you can use isopropyl alcohol. So usually what I do is I just grab a paper towel and put some alcohol in there. And the reason why this is an option is because the rubbing alcohol will dry quickly. But I have not had any issues using a baby wipe. So just like that, the round is clean. Now we'll let that dry before we paint that white. So in the meantime, since I'm going to do this light Hauser green, I think I'm going to paint this with a base layer of white, just because light Hauser green requires so many layers. I'm going to see if this helps. All right, now we're going to go with dark Hauser green on the ones in the back. You don't have to paint this one, and you can choose to paint the tree trunk or the Hauser green, or you can just paint that brown. I think what I'm going to do is go like this. That way I can paint the tree trunk brown. And it's okay if you get paint on this because you're going to cover it with that tree. And you can dab and you can swipe with these baby wipes. I think that looks good. It'll probably require another coat. I'll be back in just 1 second. Okay. This is almost dry. So I am going to go ahead and paint this white. When you go over the scored letters, you want to go over with a light hand and don't press into them. So I'm just going to start at the bottom here. And this will require at least 2 coats. So, again, over the letters very softly. And they'll come out perfect. Okay, we'll let that dry. And light Hauser green. I went ahead and did the trunk. I'll just go over it in the brown later. white base might be the trick on this, but it's still going to require at least 2 coats. And dark Hauser green. Let that dry. I'll be back. Okay, everything's just about dry. I went ahead and got 2 brown markers. These are acrylic paint markers. I got them off of Amazon when my husband was in the hospital following back surgery to paint and do stuff in the hospital. And I was thinking I could use one of these for the tree trunks. I think this one's too dark. This one might be too light. I need to shake it up. And if I don't like either one of these, I might just paint. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what it looks like. Oh, that's not bad. I think I like it. It's kind of got a weird, like, it's a weird brown color, but I like it. It looks like a tree trunk color. So I'm just gonna paint the tree trunk with this. I might need to go over it again, but we'll see. Yeah, I like it. Again, just an acrylic paintbrush marker. This is number 643. I'm looking at the box and it doesn't really have a brand on it. Just an acrylic marker brush. Yeah, they have good pigment to them. All right, let's get ready to glue this together. So knowing that my tree trunks are probably still wet, I'm gonna go ahead and put some glue on the back here. Line that up with the lines on the round, engraved lines. Press that down. And this one's pretty easy. I did go ahead while I was on pause and paint the second layer, or third, whatever I was on, of Hauser green on this tree. And then just make sure everything's aligned in there. You can go ahead and decorate the trees however you'd like. Add dots for like snow theme or whatever, but I think I'm gonna keep it simple, just like this. It's cute. Okay, moving on to the next.